you can see that each horse on this earth is a bridge construction, and it's not so easy to see that the bony, the carrying part, the bony part of the spine, the thoracic and the lumbar spine here, is not so strong. It's about, I would say in the Icelandic horse, it's maybe this size. It's a very thin, bony part. If you take the spinous processes away here, and the ribs away here, a very thin, bony piece remains. So, but the question remains, who carries? And here we are. We have a lever arm system, a connection between head and neck axis with the withers. Look at the spinous processes. And I think also in the Icelandic world, I think it's not so important than in the warm bloods. I will give you my ideas to this. But also important. If you look for a horse, because you are a big guy, and you look for a horse which has to carry really weight, you should try to find a horse with a high withers. Because, so, go to Iceland, go to Africa and look at the zebra, go wherever natural horse keeping happens, yeah? And ask yourself, how do they spend their day? And then you find out that they spend their day about 17 to 19 hours a day with the nose on the ground. This means this ligament system pulls the spinous processes forward, gives tension to the back ligament, and the back is balanced. The neck has a big, big influence on the position of the back. And the neck is lying in your hands. Yeah? You decide where it is, how long it is, how deep, how high, short, long. Yeah? This all makes a difference concerning the back situation. Okay. Here, first you can see that when you have a horse in this position with a nice convex top line, this cervical spine, the S has gone and the neck is longer. It is as long as possible, and you have an influence on the back. So you can play with this. You feel a special situation in the back, and you have the neck to play with the back position and can produce the balance magic wheel. So I love this circle idea. I have this idea from an osteopath from Switzerland. Now I think he's in Baden-Württemberg, what I heard. And he explained this with, what is Zahnräder? What we have in the gearbox in the car. Huh? The first year is, in my opinion, one of the most important years. But a well-trained young horse does not look very fancy. This is our problem. Yeah? A young horse needs the neck. As less as possible influenced by the human's hands. Just a soft contact, a natural position to have the back, to find a new balance with the rider's weight. Make it easy. A muscle only can actively contract, pull. The other thing is something, it's not active. Yeah? And it is a big muscle. And if you have negative tension in the back, and the muscle system is not able to relax quickly, one, but holds a stiffness, you get the lateral shift. I can explain it a little more clear later. I think the tölt is much more difficult to have a perfect tölt than to have a good walk in the warm blood. Because in warm blood, the warm blood walk is slow. And the horse has time. If the rider has some feel, he can hold a good walk. But in the tölt, you know that the footfall is very fast. Or quick, what is the right word? And in my opinion, this makes a big difference. We come back. So, everything, all the problems we have are about the softness, the ability, the strength of the back. One thing we do not want, bracement. slow walk, a nice slow walk. So, we take the right hind leg. The right hind is going forward, and short before the right hind can hit the ground, the front leg has to go off the ground. It's a milli part of a second. The hind leg steps on, so but now the front leg is out. The shoulder should fall down, but it does not. Why? Because the muscle chain on the right side then, long back muscle, gluteus, hamstrings, pull and bring the weight to the hind leg. The hind leg steps on the ground and the muscle chain pulls the shoulder up. When you sit on the horse, you feel the right back muscle coming up. On the other side, on the left body side, the two legs, the front leg and the hind leg, the front leg is on the ground, the hind leg is stepping under, they are coming too close together. They are shaping the V. To make this, the long back muscle up has to relax. Otherwise they cannot come together. Yeah? So this means if you sit on this horse, your right butt comes slightly up, the left is sinking. And then the other way around. And now imagine tilt, how fast it is. And the back muscle has to follow. If you have stiffness in the back, you get the lateral shift. You don't have the clear forebeat, tuck, 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 tuck. You get some, you are more experienced in this. So, but what I want to point out, that the natural gait, and in my opinion, I think tilt is also a natural gait. I don't know much about the pace, but tilt is a clear forebeat. It is very, very close to walk, and I think it's a natural thing, and the back can make it. But if you disturb this balance, you get all the negative results.